안녕하세요. In this episode of Film Stock Reviews, I'm reviewing episode 10 of All of Us Are Dead. Now, this episode starts off emotionally really, really tough because in episode 9 at the ending, and this starts off episode 10, we find that Chung-san sees his mother turn into a zombie, or sees his mother that she is a zombie. And everyone is beating up on her because they don't know who she is. And all of a sudden, Chung-san lets out the most agonizing scream as he yells, "Mom!" Or he's like, "Oh, Ma!" All of a sudden, everyone just stops and looks and realizes, like, holy shit, that's his mom. Let's stop and let's just run to the mountains. As he's doing so, while they're getting away, the thunder and lightning, and it's raining, but then the zombies are still following them because Chung-san is still screaming, and he's going to blow the entire operation of where they get away from the mountains. But then it's lackluster because the zombies are supposed to be drowned out by this noise, but then every time it's thunder, they still chase the students. I'm trying to still figure out how the writers are writing this, but all the while that happens, we see that Jimin leaves one of her friends there, and she gets lost in the whole array of things. And then all of a sudden, Hari comes, and her and her brother meet, but it's really underwhelming because she's looking for her brother this entire time, and there's no like, "Oh, I'm happy to see you." It's just like, "Okay, go, keep going, get to the others." And she's like holding her bow and arrow. It's really, really interesting. And then all of a sudden they're running. They go to the gymnasium. Everyone comes in, and then Namra's like, "Wait." All of a sudden, boom, lightning crashes, and then we see that this gymnasium is filled with zombies. So they make it and they run into the storage room and they lock it, and it's just like whew, everyone is all together now. And then they introduce themselves, who they are. The juniors and seniors are mixed up, and then in a funny scene where it's Daisu confesses his love for Hari, and tensions start rising and flaring, and Hari's like, "Of all this time, you tell me you like me, now is the time?" He's like, "Are you an idiot?" It's a funny scene, which is good because it slows down the action a bit, and we need that. Now, after recreating the virus for themselves, the scientists, along with Seonmu, the leader of this army and military operation, they confirm that everything that Mr. Lee said in his notes are correct. Now, they're not sure how they'll be able to stop the outbreak, and even worse is now they're starting to spread into another area and district of Korea. Now, back in the gym storage, all the students decide to make a so-called barrier. And with this barrier, they want to escape and still go to the mountains, but they can do that while they're going out. So tensions flare. Democratic vote is done with the president, Namra, who says, "Listen, you wanted this, you vote for this. You want that, you vote for that." So that happens. And as they're going through things, they find a chocolate bar. They break the chocolate bar into bite-sized pieces. The seniors, give it to the juniors because they're the seniors, of course. And you can tell that they're doing that because they want to help the seniors. And you can see that too. And it's really interesting how that's done. But then Daiso eats everything and doesn't, give everything to his friend. Now, as this is going on, all of a sudden they do make it out and they just start fighting the zombies. Now, I feel like there's more zombies in the gymnasium than when they got to the gymnasium. All of a sudden they just start getting them, and then one of the friends gets bit. He goes over to save them. He starts pushing the cart. It's emotional. It's deep. It's crazy. The scene is going on, and this is the action scene that's happening in this episode. It goes on, and then all of a sudden they get to the door. The door's locked. Every single one is trying to open the door, and Anjo is opening the door. That's happening, and then all of a sudden the door opens, and it's her father, Soju. He's there. They console. That's the end of the episode. So previously in this episode, we found that the father was going on his quest. He got shot, and then he trekked his way. I mean, you could tell it was a flesh wound. And all of a sudden he got a shotgun, got some ammo, got some food, and all of a sudden started doing things. You saw that he was going to be badass. He's a rescue person. He's a firefighter. So all the while he's doing that, he puts up, ribbons in the forest, to lead them back. So he finds it, but he falls, and his flashlight falls with his name on it. But then he makes his way across the tennis courts to the gymnasium, and then he opens the door and he helps his daughter, and it's an embracing moment, and it's finally, wow, Anjo finally sees her dad after all this time. It's a great episode. It's very impactful and intense. And episodes 9 and 10 were really in your face and really well done. I absolutely loved it. I loved how it was done. Anjo finally reunited with her father, and he finally reunited with his daughter. So who knows what's going to happen, but it's going to be interesting to find out in the final 2 episodes of All of Us Are Dead. Can't wait. It's going to be big. I'm hoping it closes out the series in a good way. So let me know in the comment section below what you thought about episode 10 of All of Us Are Dead. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? And what do you see happening now that they have been rescued by Anjo's father? Let me know in the comment section below about the questions I just asked. And please remember, no spoilers in the comments. Any spoilers will be deleted because I am doing episodic reviews of this series. So I'll see you guys in the next review video, and be sure you tune in tomorrow for my episode 11 review of All of Us Are Dead. 감사합니다.